He has done the crimes openly his whole life and failed upwards. Why would he think that he needs to like cover his tracks? Anyway, hear how Trump tried to spin classified docs in interview before the audio leak. Let's get started.
If you went to bed at 8 o'clock last night and not 8:05 like I did, you missed something pretty.
She went to bed at 8:05? What? That's a weirdly early time. What is she, me? Like, that's like some shit I would do.
Big, and that is a CNN exclusive.
A CNN exclusive. It is the audio tape. It is what we reported. CNN reported first several weeks ago. The transcript. Now there's the audio, and now you know the basis and why prosecutors appear to feel very confident about their case against the former president. We'll play that and more.
To hear it is really everything. Former President Trump on tape, in his own words, bragging about holding military secrets he did not declassify as president. That's what he says. This recording was made at Trump's Bedminster, New Jersey Golf Club in 2021. Here, the moment Trump appears to indicate that he was holding a Pentagon document containing plans for an attack on Iran. Listen.
These are bad, sick people.
That was your coup, you know, against you.
Well, it started right at the beginning.
Like when Milley's talking about, oh, you were going to try to do a coup. No, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in. That's right. Trying to overthrow your election.
Well, with Milley, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look. This was him. They presented me this.
The papers that you are hearing being shuffled are top secret invasion plans. Just so you get a full and clear understanding. It's like he has no out. Like dead to rights. Perfect crime. I did the perfect crime. Like it's like he's shuffling them in front of the mic on purpose. Yeah. It's like you need to understand. He did everything right and they indicted him. Okay? I did everything right and they indicted me. But like literally, he did everything the wrong way. Like he is just like, I'm doing crimes. I'm a criminal and I want you to know that I'm doing the crime on camera.
Off the record, but they
I did say this was exactly what was going to happen because, I mean, but that's not even that big of a lock, honestly. That's just how Trump operates. So technically, it's not all that impressive for me to call this out ahead of time because he has done this time and time and time again. So it's like when he called up the Secretary of State, or well, now Governor of Georgia, and he said, I need 11,476 votes in Georgia. What do you think he was doing? Like, it's not like he is the type of person that at least has the decency to try and mask the crimes he's doing. He's never had to. He has done the crimes openly his whole life and failed upwards. Why the fuck would they? Why would he think that he needs to like cover his tracks?
This was him. This was the Defense Department and him. Wow. We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him.
This wasn't done by me.
It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I just found. Isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know. Mm-hmm. Except
yeah, totally wins his case. Totally. The case being that like it's petty grievances. That's the case he's talking about, which of course literally destroyed his other case, which is the case with the federal government. Probably more significant of a case than what he's talking about with like his argument with woke General Mark Milley.
It's like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. You attack, and
Hillary would print that out all the time, you know.
she'd send it, no, she'd send it to Anthony Weiner, the pervert. By the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I was just saying, because we were talking about it, and you know, he said he wanted to attack Iran and what? These are the papers.
It's pretty
This was done by the military, given to me. I think we can probably, right?
I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to
Declassify.
figure out a yeah.
See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, but this is classified.
Now we have a
Dude, isn't that interesting? As president, I could have declassified it. Yeah, ha 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 ha.
See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, but this is classified.
now we have a problem.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. It's so cool. I mean, it's so. Look,
It is cool, Mr. President. It's so cool. You're right. I find it very cool. Okay.
And you probably almost didn't believe me, but now you believe me.
No, I believe
it's incredible, right?
No,
Hey, bring some.
That's the best part. The best part is coming now. But the other best part is that, like, bro, who are you proving a point to? These are your biggest dick riders. What is wrong with you? You didn't even have to show them this. He just kept them to flex, man. He really did. I believe him when he says, oh, yeah, I was going to get to it. I don't believe him when he says he's going to get to it. Like, I don't think he wanted to ever give it back. But I do believe when he says, like, he didn't have any espionage intentions. He just wanted to fucking flex.
Bring some Cokes in, please.
Yes!
Now, the audio you just listened to is crucial evidence in federal prosecutors' case against Trump over his alleged mishandling of classified information after he left the White House. Federal prosecutors have charged the former president with putting national security secrets at risk. Overnight, Trump responded, writing on Truth Social, quote, "The deranged special prosecutor Jack Smith, working in conjunction with the DOJ and FBI, illegally leaked and, quote, spun, unquote, a tape and transcript of me, which is actually an exoneration, rather than what they would have you to believe." CNN political correspondent Sarah Murray is live in Washington, D.C. Sarah, when you listen to this, when you talk to lawyers and sources, how damning do they feel like this audio is?
I think one of the things that's striking is that we heard from folks when we were reporting this story out before we had ever heard the audio tape that it will be clear to you when you finally do hear the audio why this is such a boon for prosecutors, why this is so damning for Donald Trump. But I think when you listen to that audio, you hear him saying things.
Yeah, I think we know why. I think we know why it's so damning. It's just because he said it. He just said it very openly, like in broad daylight on camera. And he said, like, the magic words, perhaps the only magic words that would make the situation bad for him. He said everything right, and they indicted him.
Things like, I'll show you an example. These are the papers. And then there's this sort of rustling sound, again, where he appears to be referring to this document about a potential attack on Iran. And he's in this, meeting, we know, with autobiographers who are working on a Mark Meadows autobiography with two staffers, none of whom have clearance. And he also acknowledges that this is not a declassified document and that he no longer has the power, because he is no longer the president of the United States, to declassify it. And he's sort of callous in how he's discussing this. Everyone's laughing. He's talking about bring me some Cokes in. At one point, a staffer says, now you have a problem, when he's talking about how this is not a declassified document. And so there's this very sort of jokey tone around passing around or shuffling potentially some of the nation's top secrets.
Do we know where these documents are? I know it seems like a really simple question, but a private company did a search of Bedminster, right? And says they didn't find anything. The FBI didn't oversee that search. That's not odd. They wouldn't. But I think the question is now, do they have the document? If they don't, are they going to search Bedminster?
I'm increasing the audio, sorry.
Yeah, it's a simple question without a simple answer at this point, Poppy. It would be pretty late in the game to be doing another search, given the fact that this has been charged. We know that the Trump team was subpoenaed for this document. They weren't able to produce it, but what we don't know is if
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Returned to the archives from an earlier search. We just don't know that at this point. But we do know, look, that there's other corroborating evidence prosecutors may have been able to get. We know they talked to Mark Milley. We know they talked to at least one of the other participants in the meeting. It's probably likely they talked to more participants in the meeting. And we know that there's a description.
This is the dumbest, dude. And they indicted me. BTTV emo with their hands. Oh, that's so dumb.
rough description of this document that shows up in Mark Meadows' book. So prosecutors are going to be looking to piece together all of that evidence. But let's just take a listen to how Donald Trump is trying to spin this document on Fox.
There was no document. That was a massive amount of papers and everything else talking about Iran and other things. And it may have been held up or may not, but that was not a document. I didn't have a document per se. There was nothing to declassify. These were newspaper stories, magazine stories, and articles.
So Trump wants to say it's newspapers, magazines, and articles. Obviously, we're going to wait and see what other evidence comes out as this case proceeds, Poppy.
Murray, can I ask you this kind of bizarre, this other thing? One of the president's closest advisors and aides is actually going to be arraigned today on charges that he helped the former president hide classified documents. What are we actually expecting?
Well, it's sort of like a redo, you know, when we saw them all in court in Florida. Walt Nauta did not have the appropriate Florida counsel at that point, so he could not be properly arraigned. So we are expecting him, Donald Trump's body man, to show up again in court for his proper arraignment. We believe he's going to enter a plea of not guilty. It should be a pretty quick hearing. It's an important move for the case, though. You need all of these defendants entered so that they can actually set a schedule that all of these attorneys can agree to, and we can figure out how this is going to proceed. Again, Walt Nauta, a key player who allegedly helped Donald Trump move these boxes around and has been charged essentially with misleading investigators, guys.
This CNN rizzed up Trump. Stop view botting Hasan. Okay, I'll stop. Walt Nauta. They have the most Jersey names. Oh yeah, dude. It's like CNN, the new drip king. Problem solved. Thanks, man. You got to say Nauta like Nutta. Next, they're going to release a video of him pointing at classified documents saying, look, all these beautiful documents. This is highly illegal what I'm doing. I mean, yeah. I haven't seen the Trump orgasm one. Oh, yes. God, that's so good. Oh, he loves doing that. That's him imitating the trans weightlifter, right? Like this is a part of his transphobia collection. Very unique. This is a new one that he unveiled. He basically did it like a couple times, and now he's just like putting it in his tight five, which I respect. Yeah, this is the transphobia angle. They love it, dude. They love it so much. Oh, this was another really cool thing that he's doing. Thank you, Mr. Trump. This is something that obviously even I didn't know fucking existed in like the American law. But he found like another anti-communist law from like the 50s. And he's like, we're using the law.
Made them competitive. Today, I'm announcing a new plan to protect the integrity of our immigration system. Federal law prohibits the entry of communists and totalitarians into the United States.
Communists and totalitarians. I don't understand this because it's like he said communists and totalitarians. It's like, bro, it's literally totalitarian to do this. Okay? Like banning communists from coming into the country is unironically a totalitarian move. Also, what are you going to do? How are you going to fucking like figure out who's a real communist or not? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like party members, I guess.
United States. But my question is, what do we do with the ones that are already here that grew up in it? I think we have to pass a new law for them. Using federal law in section 212F of the Immigration and Nationality Act, I will order my government to deny entry to all communists and all Marxists. Those who come to and join our country must love our country. We want them to love our country. We don't want them when they want to destroy our country. Welcome to America. We want to destroy your country. Thank you very much.
Yeah, famously, that's what's going on. Bro, outside of like me and maybe 8 other motherfuckers, what first generation immigrant is just like straight up openly even remotely positive towards socialism? Like, there's not that many motherfuckers out there. Most people come to America, they're like, I love America, fuck communism. Like, most of the people that come here are very much not in support of whatever the fuck he thinks is going on. Unfortunately, half the people who had the Newsmax app in 2019 suddenly stopped using it for some reason. Yeah, they died of COVID.
So we're going to keep foreign Christian-hating communists, Marxists, and socialists out of America. We're keeping them out of...
I mean, even I'm a fucking champagne socialist. You know what I mean? I'm a capitalist. I'm a rugged capitalist. I love capitalism, so I'm good. I know a lot of migrant workers and South American communists that would be denied entry. Rick Scott's now trying to do this for the entire state of Florida. He's getting his ass ate in the QRTs. Trigger warning, Rick Scott. Yeah, I saw this as well. This is awesome. Let's take a look.
Senator Rick Scott here. Let me give you a travel warning. If you're a socialist, communist, somebody that believes in big government, I would think twice. Think twice if you're thinking about taking a vacation or moving to Florida. We're the free state of Florida. We actually don't believe in socialism.
What does that mean? Like, you can't say it's the free state of Florida and then, like, what? Like, imply that you're going to kill socialists coming to Florida or something? Like, those two things don't align with one another. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, we're the free state of Florida. We'll fucking kill you if you come here. Oh, that's awesome.
We actually know people, and some people in our state lived under it. We know people lived under socialism. It's not good. It's not good for anybody. So if you're thinking about it, if you think about coming to Florida and you're a socialist or communist, think twice. We like freedom, liberty, capitalism, things like that. Senator Rick Scott.
He's saying Florida's a free state, free from socialists. The only thing Florida is free from is home insurance, okay? And insurance in general. Fuck you mean free state? Yeah. Here in the state of Florida, we do not like home insurance, okay? If you want to buy a home, you're not going to get it insured, okay? Good luck. We don't even like the insurance that covers the home insurance companies because even those are going under. So is the state. Underwater, I mean, of course. So, you know, develop gills if you want to come to the state of Florida. Go that jet lag better than streaming lag. Lamau, welcome back. Wait, no, I don't have any jet lag. I mean, I might down the line. It might be like a delayed release type situation, but I went to bed at like 11:30 and I woke up at 6 and I've just been fine the whole day. I worked out this morning. I feel great. My back is fucked up, but you know, that's a consistent one. That just never goes away, unfortunately. Did you gain any weight? Yeah, a little bit of water weight. 6 pounds. How long have you had the back problem? Very long. Because you rammed the door of the H3 compound? No. Are you planning on going to Japan more regularly? Yes. 6 pounds of water weight? Yes. When you gain 6 pounds over the course of like 6 days, it mostly is most likely water weight. Yes. All right. Let's get the pooty poo. Oh, wait, actually there's more Trump.
They want to take away your gas stoves. Does anybody like gas better? You cook a lot more than I do. Because I have a lot of friends that are really into the cooking thing, and they say gas is better. So, but they want to take it away. They want to take away your washing machines and your dryers. They don't want to give you any water for the washing machine, even though you have so much water. You don't know what the hell to do with it up here. It flows out into the ocean. Now they want to take away your...
That's awesome. I don't even know what he's talking about.